Hello everyone and welcome back to English Flow, the podcast that helps you speak English with confidence, one conversation at a time. Today, I want to start with a story. It's about two English learners. Both started on the same day, both had the same dream. They wanted to speak English fluently. 1 year later, one of them could have natural conversations with native speakers. The other still struggled to introduce himself. What happened?
Did one of them have a better teacher?
No.
Did one of them have a higher IQ?
No.
Then what was the difference?
Their habits, and that's what today's episode is all about. Story 1. The student who never missed a day. Let me tell you about a learner named Daniel. Daniel didn't study for 5 hours every day, he studied for only 30 minutes, but he did it every single day. Some days he listened to a podcast while walking. Some days he spoke to himself in English. Some days he watched a short YouTube video. He never asked, "Do I feel motivated today?" He simply practiced. That's interesting. 30 minutes doesn't sound like much.
Exactly. But after 1 year, 30 minutes every day became more than 180 hours of English practice. Consistency beat intensity.
Story 2. The learner who loved grammar.
I know someone like this. She knew almost every grammar rule. Past perfect, conditionals, passive voice, everything. But when someone asked, "How was your weekend?" she froze. She couldn't answer.
Because knowing grammar isn't the same as using English. Grammar is important, but language is a skill, and skills grow through practice. What successful learners actually do. Let's look at what successful learners have in common. First, they listen every day. Not once a week, every day. Even 15 minutes helps.
Second, they repeat what they hear. They don't just listen. They copy the speaker's pronunciation, rhythm, and expressions. Sometimes they pause the audio after every sentence and repeat it aloud.
A real story. Here's another story. A university student from Brazil wanted to improve his English. He couldn't travel. He didn't know any native speakers, so every evening he watched the same 10-minute English video. Not once, not twice. He watched it for an entire week. Every day he understood more. By the end of the week, he could almost repeat the whole video without reading subtitles.
That's amazing. Most people watch something once and move on.
Exactly. Repetition is powerful. Don't always chase new lessons. Master the ones you already have. The biggest mistake.
Can I share something?
Of course.
Many learners spend hours searching for the perfect app, the perfect book, the perfect course, but they spend very little time actually speaking English.
That's one of the biggest mistakes. Learning about English isn't the same as learning English. You become fluent by using the language, not by collecting resources. Imagine this. Imagine someone wants to learn to swim. They read 10 books about swimming, watch 50 videos, listen to expert interviews, but they never get into the water. Will they become a good swimmer?
Of course not.
English works the same way. You have to use it every single day. Your daily plan.
So what should someone do every day?
Here's a simple routine. 10 minutes listening, 10 minutes reading aloud, 10 minutes speaking, even if you're speaking to yourself. That's only 30 minutes. Most people spend more than that scrolling on their phones. One more story.
I read about a learner who changed one habit. Every morning, before checking his phone, he spoke English for 5 minutes. He described his room, his plans, the weather. At first, it felt strange. After 6 months, thinking in English became natural.
That's the secret. Small habits repeated hundreds of times become life-changing. Final challenge. Before we finish, here's today's challenge. Don't try to study English for 5 hours tomorrow. Instead, study for 30 minutes. Then do it again the next day and the next. Don't break the chain.
Remember, fluency isn't built in one amazing day. It's built through hundreds of ordinary days.
Closing. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope these stories remind you that fluency is possible for anyone who keeps showing up.
Your English doesn't have to be perfect today. It just has to be a little better than yesterday.
Keep learning.
Keep speaking.
One conversation at a time. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.